channels even.
And we have this guy. Here, let's pull all this out.
They hooked us up with like the best of the best. Thank you guys.
Put it all out. We'll lay it all out here and we will take a look at what all we have and how we will be utilizing it.
Yep. I'm super stoked. I'm so excited to be able to use this. Oh, that, yeah, I got in there.
Here we go. So, basically what we have, start off with the most basic. So, we have a filter here, audio filter. So, this is to keep all the noise out of the radio and the intercom. So, this plugs into the power. Then you plug the radio and the intercom into this, and your power is filtered. We have this guy.
This guy? What is it?
We have this guy. And this is, I think, we won't be using this base mount. Yeah, but we will be using the part we will be using will be this guy.
This guy.
We looked at the audio filter. This is something we requested that we use. I haven't seen a lot of other people use this, but we use it a lot.
That's a long one.
It's similar to here. I'm just going to take a look. It is the same as what we use currently. I mean, does the same job, is not the same. I understand that Rugged has a little bit different technology for this application, which is recording coming out of the intercom. We currently use this. We use it a lot. You guys are probably aware, if you watch our videos, you can hear us speaking in our helmets and car to car. That's due to this cable here that plugs into our intercom and records on the camera that Brandy's holding right now. This is the new cable that will do the same thing with our new intercom and our new radio.
Right.
So there's that. And this, then we have our standard, these go to the helmets, to the headsets. So rig it on them. This is our push to talk buttons. This will be Brandy's side.
Black even.
Yeah. All blacked out. This will be the driver's side because it has the flex cord, so when you're turning the steering wheel, it doesn't get wrapped up. This is, I don't know, we have an antenna mounted now, but this is an antenna mount that you could put on the roll cage someplace. So we might switch, who knows, we'll see what happens with that. Okay, now and the reason we have this, I'll explain this real quick. We have PCI radios.
And it's obviously not meant to work with a rugged mount.
We have a video somewhere that, it's out there somewhere on our YouTube channel, that shows us modifying this faceplate to fit a PCI. So, to put the rugged radio in, we need a new faceplate so that we can fit this stuff in the faceplate, because the other one...
The heat out here is getting to them.
Yeah. The other one, we chopped it up.
Yeah.
We chopped out the other one. Alright, so let's open this guy up. Let's see what we got. This guy. This guy. We're gonna get t-shirts that say this guy.
This guy.
Alright, let's start off with this. What do we have here?
This is
smooth, and we do use these from time to time. If we're setting, we usually keep it plugged in, and we'll keep this like in the glove box or someplace.
We have helmets off and we're sitting out.
We got this guy. Light. It's gonna look cool in there.
Oh yeah, it is.
I don't know what all the knobs are. I don't know. There's a lot of doodads and buttons and stuff.
Awesome.
What does that say?
Well, that's a good question. That says data.
Data.
Oh, remember there's Bluetooth or something?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here.
Wait, it's fancy. We got fancy now.
Yeah, we got fancy. The wiring.
Wiring
for power. We will be plugging into this. I don't know. We'll have to go through the wiring. It's going to be a little bit different. This mount we will not be using because we have the console. So that's that. Let's take a look at the intercom real quick. Intercom. Different than we currently have. I'm not sure. This has some additional features, I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look at it.
On the front, it says because they programmed all the other channels.
Some programming, look at that.
Yeah. 200 channels loudspeaker, yeah.
So, and here is the intercom.
Nice.
So it looks like, oh yeah, you can, if you want to play music. We don't play music.
I sing.
It's awesome, but we're usually talking.
And you just like to hear me singing. So.
Yeah, I sing. All right, so that's that. This radio, so that connects to that guy. Then we have our headsets, co-driver, driver, and I'm not sure how this works, but here's our audio. So this is where our audio cable, auxiliary, wait, I don't have my glasses on.
That's auxiliary.
One of these is where this will plug in, and that's where we will record. Yep, it's gonna be awesome. Rugged.
Rugged. So we'll have links to there where you can buy this stuff, your own stuff. You can get the setup. You can do 4. You can do 4 riders. You can do 2. We have car to car in this one. If you know, there's all kinds of different options. So depending on your style, what you want, we'll put a link below to their site and to this setup. We'll put all the part numbers too. So if you want the same setup as us, I highly suggest that you do that because these guys are amazing.
Yep, that is all the stuff that we're getting ready to mount in the car. So we're gonna turn on the water cooler for a minute, cool back down, and then we'll start taking the car apart, basically.
Sounds to me.
Okay, so we're back in the garage, day 2. just a quick overview of what's going on in here. First, let's just take a look at the mess and the mayhem. We got wiring, we got the old radio, we got lighted whips, we got light bar, we got mirrors. We have a whole mess of wiring that I'm pulling out. Backup camera. I have the roof off. I'm gonna pull all this wiring out. Got the roof down here. Oh, quick note, the box. And yeah, the car's filthy. We got to get it cleaned up. I don't know why I decided to tear into it before cleaning it up, but that's where we're at. The box, it worked perfect. It didn't open. Nothing spilled out. We opened it once when we were there to get some tools out, put it back, lashed it back up.
Oh shit.
As far as I know, everything's still in there. I don't know how it would have gotten out, but it looks good. We can see we have a mess. Look at all this wiring. There's stuff everywhere, tools everywhere. Just a big mess. It's kind of one of those things. You ever start a project and you're like, oh, since I'm pulling some of the wiring out, I might as well fix, the backup camera. Since I have the wiring out and we have a light bar I'm getting ready to mount, we might as well go ahead and, get the wiring in place and the switch for that. So I ordered that stuff on Amazon. Hopefully it'll turn up early today. If not, we'll move forward on that later. But now I gotta get focused, get the radio in. So I think what we're gonna do is stop all this craziness. We got the roof off. We're gonna pull everything out, pull all the radio wiring out, and get that ran back in. But because we're gonna be back in this area, we have our headset connectors, our cables ran back through here, where the harnesses are connected, and then I zip tie them right here so that they're always in place when we need them. Since I'm going to be in that area, I decided to go ahead and run some power up here. One run off of one switch for the lighted whips, another run of power for the backup camera that mounts up here and mounts on the back of the roof right here. It's already mounted. We just have to put it back. We need some grounds, so we're just going to do all that. But we got to get focused and get the radio in, because that's what this was meant to be, was an install of the radio. But we got crazy, sidetracked. Okay, so before the GoPro decided to randomly shut off, that's one of the issues I have with GoPro. We have a new DJI Osmo action camera. Not sure why I'm not using that. We do use it. It works great. Habit. I grabbed this one. Anyway, it's back on. Decided to come back to work with me. So we're gonna put this wiring back, or we're gonna get all the wiring ripped out. First thing, just rip everything out. All the wiring for the radio. We're gonna establish our power runs, our grounds, run some wiring up to the switches, even if we don't have them yet, or up to the dash where they'll be. Get everything in place, and then we'll put all this back together when we're done. So here we go. Some time lapse, something. Fast forward, I don't know, something. Here we go. Okay, so here's what we did. We pulled all of the wiring out for everything. Backup camera, lighted whips, radio, all of it. If you look in here, no wiring left. I'm not gonna call it clean because it's dusty and dirty in here. Be nice to get that cleaned out. I'm not sure how we're gonna do that, but anyway, all of the wiring is gone. Everything. The headset, the connections for the headsets, the wire for the antenna, the wire for the lighted whip, backup camera stuff, everything. So now we can start running everything fresh and new. I have an organized mess right here on the bench. Here's all the tools. Here's all the panels we pulled off the car. Here's some of the wiring I expect to use going back in, some of it. Some heat shrink tubing, some zip ties. I don't think I'll need fuses, but more heat shrink tubing, some connectors, some wire. The wiring that came with the rugged radio. This is another, we'll talk about that in a minute. Here's all of our backup camera wiring. And here's all the bolts that came out of the Can-Am to get it to the point where we could get to everything. We'll deal with that. We're gonna have to deal with these rusty screws that we use for the console. The rugged radio console came with stainless steel. I thought these black button heads would be cool, but in Pismo, everything is exposed rust, so that's what happened to that, right?
Right.
So we'll have to address that issue. And then here is the old radio that has been with us for about 5,000 miles. As we mentioned, we're in the rugged family now.
That's right, we are. I'm proud to be in a rugged family.
So we are moving forward, installing our rugged radio in our Can-Am. We're fully supporting rugged radio. They're fully supporting us and the fight to keep Oceano Dunes open to riding. So that's where we're at. Probably back to some time lapse because it's hot. And I got to turn the cooler back on. So here we go.
Why are you climbing in here like that?
Well, I am going to attempt to hide some of these wires inside the roll cage.
Okay.
So we came in a hole that was here from a hole that's on the outside over here that the cover will cover up.
Right.
Coming in a hole right here. Wasn't there, I added one little shh. And we're gonna come across to here,
okay.
Come out for our backup camera, and then from here we're gonna...
Wait a minute. Backup camera?
Yeah.
We're putting it back on?
Yeah.
We're
I got
gonna use
working
it?
yesterday, I just got a wire to back up.
I'm so excited. Good, now that we have mirrors, we're gonna have backup camera.
Yeah, we'll have both. It's gonna be awesome.
Okay, anyways, go
So
on.
we're gonna come out of here for backup camera, continue on from here to the other side for a lighted whip.
Lighted whips. We're going to be out of control right now because we have that light bar over there from Mr. Disney Stevenson. We got the mirrors from Danny. We're going to hook up the backup camera. You're doing all kinds of fancy wire hiding.
Yeah.
So we can just be real stealthy. Now that we have this rugged radio that's going in, and even the push-to-talk buttons are black, ninja style.
Yeah.
Ah, that's a handy little work light you got there, too.
It is very handy.
Yeah.
Wait, come over here and get a shot of this.
Okay, coming. Okay.
We have two of these handy dandy picks we picked up at Harbor Freight.
Okay.
And I'm getting ready to pull this cable through.
You're getting ready to play Operation. Just kidding.
Oh, man.
I just jinxed you bad time.
You did.
Big time.
But we still got it.
Get some. Okay. The stakes, concentration.
All right, we're going to come back. We got to turn the water filter back on.
Okay. And we're back.
And we're back. We got it.
Awesome.
There it is. So close.
Come on, wire. Don't let us down.
We got it.
Woo!
All right.
Okay, so... And then what's the idea? You hook all the wire that we need to this cable and string it through like a fish shape?
Yep. We're going to hook 2 wires to this guy. Mm-hmm. And we're going to pull them all the way through. And then we'll send the second one on all the way down.
Okay.
Just got to think about how that's going to happen, but...
Well, that'll happen now.
One thing at a time.
Exactly. Awesome.
Okay, so we finished up our little sidetrack. I know I said I was going to go straight to radios, but since we're up here in the roof area, up in here, running the antenna, just the antenna, I wanted to go ahead and get our power cables in, our power wires for lighted whips and for the backup camera. So that's what we have here. We went through the roll cage, except for over there in the corner, a little bit of wire exposed. We're going to cover that up. I'll show you how once I'm done. But we got a cable here for a lighted whip on this corner. We have, we will split off of the cable that's over there. We'll tie into that. This one over here. And then we have our wire for backup camera right here. So back to it. We're gonna start running the cable, the antenna cable for the rugged radio, antenna. Here we go.
All right, so what's going on now? Where are we?
So we have everything out. We ran, I think I already showed, we ran some power for lighted whips and for backup camera. What we'll do, so this side we'll tie into the one we'll tie into this one.
Okay.
And for this side, so I'll cut this and solder in another wire that will go up here.
Okay.
Well, right now what we're going to do is we're going to start on the radio. Finally, we're going to actually start on the radio install.
The wiring, the pre-readiness check.
So the only thing that goes all the way back here is the antenna. We're going to run this cable all the way from that corner right there where we had it previously. We're going to leave it in the same spot. And I don't think I showed you about what we're going to do. Another thing we're going to do, this is kind of a side track. We're going to put our original safe glows back on.
6-foot lighted whips. We're going to be all lit up.
We always like these. These are awesome.
Yeah.
The only biggest issue we have is the wire broke off in here. So I'll hopefully show you that when I do that. Anyway, so we're going to run this just in place where the other one was. Pull this off right now and set it aside. There's a little tunnel area right down here where there's already wiring coming through, all the factory wiring. That comes through there. And I have this goofy looking thing on because it's hot in here and we have the cooler off.
That's a stay cool towel.
Yeah, it works. So, okay, so we ran that through the little tunnel here. So there's one thing that's been mentioned a million times, but I'll mention it again. this cable can't be coiled up.
Right.
Because it causes, I don't know, attenuation. It causes funny things to happen with the signal. This is the antenna. So we're gonna use as much of it as we can coming through here. I might even route it a little bit differently this time. I think I'm gonna come up over here on the other side of the car over here, zip tied to something over here in this area.
Right.
And then across up back behind this bar here, just in front of the intercooler. And across and up here.
Good plan.
So we're gonna work on that right now. And we will time lapse some stuff.
And airtime.
Okay, so we got the antenna cable ran. I mean, at least through the back half of the car. Here's how we have it connected up here. This is this little metal piece right here has little teeth that dig into ground. And then what we do is with this one, I just folded this back on the last one, zip tied right there. Just zip tied along the bar right here. Hopefully you can see that. That guy is the ground. Zip tie this cable up here. Zip tie this along here. And yeah, so once we have that going, have it ran through here. Up to the front, we'll get that all in place, and then we can sew on the rest and get this thing done. Believe it or not, this will be the home stretch. So here we go. So we got super sidetracked. I decided I wanted to get all of the wiring put in this console. Let's go. Oh, look who showed up. Look at these guys.
Look at these guys.
We got rugged. We got the old stuff out. We got a mess on the bench. We have everything cleaned out here. We do have a wiring ran for the backup camera and for the lighted whips. Now we need to solder up some power for, what's the other power for? Some power for
The radio, the lighted whips, and backup camera.
exactly, radio, lighted whips, and backup camera. I ordered this on Amazon, ready to go for the light bar. We bought a fuse box and we're gonna make up a power connector for, I forgot for what.
It's the heat, man.
I know, it's killing me.
Yeah.
Anyway, got all this stuff right here. And we're gonna solder it right now. And I'll put the camera right here where you can see, and it'll be cool. And I'll put music over it. Water cooler has to go back on. What do you think?
I think we're getting there.
Yep, we're getting there. It's taking time. But what's
Takes
taking?
time to do things right.
Yep. I'll show you what we have here. So this guy here, this first cable that I have my foot on, that's one we ordered from Amazon for the light bar. Because it already has a relay in it. Came with the switch. Came with ends already on it. And it was about the price, just a couple dollars more than buying a relay or a switch. Actually, had I bought the relay and the switch separately, it would have cost more than this whole wiring harness. That came with the wiring harness, the switch, and the relay. So that made sense. This cable here is the one I just made. And this cable is for backup camera and lighted whips. That's just to run power up to the dash that we're going to connect switches to. We already have the wires from the dash all the way back to the lighted whip areas and the backup camera area. This third one is for the rugged radio. And that's the one that came with it, and we're gonna connect all these right now. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. I was trying to install these wiring harnesses, and they came with those big giant rings on the end. So I cut them off and put these on so that they'll actually fit on the power block that's factory on this Can-Am X3. So yeah, we'll put these in place, mount them, run the wires, and we'll come back and I'll show you that when we get back. Okay, so we have all the wiring around. We got this guy. This got to go all the way up to the roof. This thing, all the way up to the roof for the lighted whip. We have our power right here for the radios. We're actually going, here's the antenna cable. We're actually gonna start running the cables for the radio and actually install it finally. Real quick, I'll show you these how these switches work. Power on, key on power, lights them up. That turns on the lighted whip. That turns on the LED light bar. That turns on the backup camera. So we're all wired up. We can start putting the radio in for real now. It's
For
a real
real?
deal. It's for reals.
Is it? Because I'm real hot. For reals.
Okay, turn that water cooler on quick. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so I know it's noisy, but these are next. I'll show you real quick. Cables for the headsets, push to top. We're gonna run those right now. Okay, so we have everything ran. That comes from the back of the car. We ran our headset connectors, both of them. I zip tie them right here so that they're always right next to me when I get ready to put my helmet on and connect them. We have the antenna, or I'm sorry, this is the headset connector. We have the push to talk. We have the antenna. We have the power. On the opposite side, we have the passenger headset cable and push to talk laying over there. We're gonna open up this guy. It's the filter, power filter, so we don't get noise in the radio from anything, fuel pump or anything. We have a ground issue, anything weird on the car. So we're gonna open that up and connect it to our power. Then we're gonna grab our console, get all the radios mounted and test them out. We'll be back to test out the headsets and the audio with our audio cable on this camera. Okay, so what we're doing is we have the new faceplate, and we modified the other one to fit our PCI race radios, our PCI radios. So we needed a new one for our rugged radios because they would no longer fit.
Right. Because you hacked it up.
Hacked it up. And so like that.
It's beautiful.
And then this goes like that. And then this goes like that. And it's hot in here, so we're gonna do this quickly.
So the way we have this whole mabobber set up right now with we do have the rugged faceplate right here, but it's, like you said, been modified to fit this PCI radio, but we need to get this off the way we have it mounted and get it back onto the new one, so, because it's worked out well for us.
Very well.
Look at that, though. That's how it's supposed to look. What? There's like light shining through from the sun.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a break. We'll come right back. We're gonna drill the hole.
Now.
Okay, so we got our GPS mount.
Okay.
We drilled a hole. It's mounted.
I think that was pretty even.
I think so. I'm trying to figure out how this mounts. It slides in, and it has the holes here, and I would think that, like these bolts slide into this. I don't think there's any instructions, but then I don't know how to.
Fight through the loudness.
Okay, so it's probably super loud. We have the water cooler going, but we got this mounted. It's kind of weird. I think we mounted it correctly. It's in there. It looks good to me. It's solid. It looks good from the front. So now we're going to slide the radio in and mount that up.
I must say it looks better now that it's not upside down.
Pull our GPS mount out the way too.
GPS? Yeah. We're going to come back to that, I think. Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful. I think it looks awesome. What do you think?
Looks great. Anyway, there it is. So now we're going to put it in the car, hook it all up, and we'll test it out.
It's a lot of wires.
Okay. All right, here we are. Finally, we can set this in the car. So we're gonna
Look at that.
get a little test run before we bolt everything in place. Isn't just like the other one was. Oh, it looks good.
Good.
All right, we're gonna plug in some stuff. Actually, I'm gonna pull this back out and plug it in.
Yeah,
This.
easier to get to, make sure it all works. We got wires on top of wires and wires. They'll all be hidden after the end of this.
So here's our filter,
Inline audio filter.
and our cables just plug into that, or our power leads just plug into that. Like so.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
heard a noise.
Oh.
Look at that. That's good news.
And this is driver. I'm gonna pull these all out.
Yeah, make sure you get the push to talk on the right side, otherwise you're pushing and you're not.
Well, I split them up, so yours are on your side, mine are on my side. This should be push to talk, not headset.
Right.
I think, if I remember right, they won't plug in to the wrong ones. Yeah, correct. So there we go. They're different, so you can't plug them in to the wrong one as far as headset versus push to talk.
Awesome.
Just plug them in on the wrong side. So here we go. The final cables, and then we can't test out car to car, obviously, because we don't
We don't have
have another
to car.
I mean, we could hook up that PCI, but that would be a pain. All
Friday.
right, we're completely connected. We just got to bundle up these wires. We will, after we run the cooler for a little bit, cool back down, we're going to throw on helmets, plug this audio cable into the camera, and test out.
Make sure you can hear us. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
There we go.
I was going to plug in the starter.
Duh. I was going to say that, but thought you knew. All right. Okay, I'm going to get the cooler on, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we finished up. Here's what it looks like. It's not, we don't have the side panels on yet, but yeah, we don't have these screws yet, and we don't have this.
But it's a million billion degrees.
Panel or a bunch of other panels, but
We don't have a seat.
but it's wired in. We got to zip tie up all the wires, but it's wired properly. Everything's working. We can't test the radio because we don't have anyone else to test to. But the intercom is working, as you can hear. What do you think?
I think it's awesome. When we come back to this project, I'll have a seat. Right now, I'm just sitting on the.
Oh yeah, we still got them. There's a list of stuff that we.
But
can
who
do.
cares? Look how far we've come. This was a lot of work. You did good.
Yeah.
And it works. And
So-
it sounds clean.
So this wasn't really part of this video, but we did go ahead and get these. I got to push them all the way in. You can see there's a cable right there for a lighted whip. You can see wires hanging down for. I'm sorry. Cable right there for a light bar.
Right.
Cable right there for a lighted whip. Backup camera. Lighted whip will be tied into that cable over there.
I think you just figured while you were doing all this wiring, just one fell swoop.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to get this done, buttoned up to this point, and then have to rip all this back out to run all those other wires.
Who does? No, and it's gonna be so clean, and it sounds good.
Yeah.
This radio sounds. You know what? And PCI, I'm not gonna lie. Like Ali, thank you. You hooked us up in the past. Like that was an awesome radio. It did us. You know, we had it for freaking how many thousands of miles, but. We're excited to be a part of the Rugged family. Greg, you guys are amazing, and we're excited to work with you. And this sounds clean. Like, there's something I didn't know, I don't think.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
That sounds good. So that's it. In the next video, we do have some writing coming up soon, but in the next video, we're going to get the light bar mounted. The light bar we got does not have a mount. The mounts I've found online either put the light bar too low or too high.
So we're going to fabricate some.
So we're going to fabricable some mounts for it.
And we got side mirrors going in. Like, we're going to be dialed, guys, and we can ride at night.
Yeah, I got the backup camera working again. It's not mounted in here right now because I'm redoing the wiring for that, cleaning it up.
Camp Racer, this is all prep, like, honestly, like Glamis prep, because we're heading into our favorite season. I'm excited.
Yeah. So, mirrors, backup camera, light whip. We're going back to our old lighted whips, those 6-footers that are laying over there. I got to do a minor repair on the wiring on one of them, but those were always awesome. They're super bright, so we're going to have super bright lighted whips. We're going to have a light bar. We're going to have mirrors, and we're going to have backup camera.
And we're going to have a base camp radio, and we're going to have a lighted whip on our trailer for a camp marker work. Like, I don't know.
Dialed in.
Dialed in.
All right, thanks everybody for watching.
If you haven't subscribed, please do, because it helps us to be able to continue to do this stuff, which we love to do. It's our life, and we love sharing it with you. We'll put a link below to our group on Facebook, Dandi Off-Road Adventure Seekers. Join up so that we can see all of your awesome stuff, and so that we can set up rides together. Now we can night ride because we'll have lights. Woohoo! So thank you guys for all your support. We look forward to meeting all of you, riding with you. Give us a like, a thumbs up, leave a comment. We love talking to you, and thanks for watching.
Peace.
Peace.
Got Josh Inns here. We're here at Pismo Sand Dunes. We got Big D right here.
Not quite sure what to do with my hands.
You can just set them down. Just put them by your side.
They're
Damn it.
colors.